Finding a balance between survival and development. That's the reason why nearly 500,000 people in China's central province have been asked to find a new place to call home over the last 4 years. It's all in an attempt to ease the water shortage in the drought-prone north by transferring water from the south and to get more crop per drop. For more insight on the impact of the migrants and the cost, we're joined now by CCTV's Han Bin in Beijing. Good morning to you, Han Bin.
Hi, Mike. It's called the environmental resettlement, a guiding principle for the relocation of the villagers of China's water diversion project. And that means allocation protection is the top priority in development. But migrants have to give up their traditional way of farming and fishing for the sake of water quality. I went to one village and found out villagers are still struggling to adapting to a new life.
Cleaner and greener farming at Taiwan village. 65-year-old Lao Zhang, or Old Zhang, never dreamed he'd switch to this kind of farming and for cash crops.
We live so close to the reservoir that we must help guarantee the water quality. To minimize pollution, we should strictly follow the government's order not to use chemical fertilizers or pesticides.
The Danjiangkou Reservoir submerged some 300 square kilometers of land to make way for the diversion project.
The country's relocation policy has been encouraging migrants to move closer to bigger cities in exchange for a better life. You could also say that's part of the urbanization plan. But a lot of farmers, like Lao Zhang, have chosen to stay near their original homes. Though they are still living by the water, life has changed forever.
The migrants around Danjiangkou are particularly vulnerable. A lot of business and farming activities are banned. They have turned to planting eco-friendly crops. This pepper is a hot seller. An orange grove provides Lao Zhang with a stable income. He says the government encouraged migrants to plant the trees on the mountains to prevent erosion. And the government worked hard to help them.
I still miss my old life very much. It's so hard for me to adapt to this new way of life. I'm getting too old to make any changes.
Lao Zhang says he loves the tranquil pastoral life of the past. His wood and brick house on the mountain, surrounded by trees facing a vast stretch of water. Villagers used to raise livestock, grow vegetables, and go fishing. Life was good. He visits what's left of his old home, as he had done nearly every day for the past 3 years. It's hard to let go.
I didn't want to move. I used to have a more spacious house. I also raised so many pigs. The compensation can never make up for what I've lost.
The diversion project has given Danjiangkou the title of the fountainhead of China's solution to water crisis. Eco-farming may be the future here, but for Lao Zhang, the harvest is bittersweet.
Well, the Chinese government acknowledges that relocation is the most challenging task of water diversion project. It's also the key for protecting the water quality. For the past several years, the focus of the relocation shifted from helping migrants move to helping them settle down and adapt. But it takes time for the migrants to make a better living.
In fact, this is the second largest relocation after the Three Gorges Dam project, which moved over 1 million people over 17 years. What lessons has the government there learned from the previous relocation, and how can the government keep its promise to the migrants for a better life?
Well, it is a miracle that the diversion relocation only took about 2 to 3 years. One lesson drawn from the Three Gorges Dam relocation is to settle the farmers in faraway counties and cities. And this is not only to minimize pollution of the water, but also aim to help them start a new life in a wealthier place. As great majority of the migrants do not have the skills to make the money in the new places, and they have either become migrant workers or returned to their original hometowns, leaving their newly houses empty. The human cost could be felt for a very long time. development needs follow-up funding, and that is something the government is planning now. And living a better life seems to be even further away dreams to come true. Back to you.
All right, Han Bin, live for us in Beijing. Thanks so much.